Shalom. First and foremost, I want to say all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone out of New York and the elders who rule well, teaching His truth. And salutations to the Akim through the four corners of the earth, the hopeful elect, spreading His gospel in sincerity and truth. And not just giving that sugar doctrine via the apostle Aram Lab. Let that sugar doctrine, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. All right, that's all you're gonna get at Great Millstone. But this is a lesson. This is a response lesson to the Black Inventors, and I will go ahead and go into it. All right. It's let me get this. There's so many things that Jake, invented, and I'm gonna get the scriptures to prove it. And the reason we don't get the recognition for it. This is a big list. A list I got here. But ultimately, the air conditioning, the almanac, which is the auto cutoff and on switch, auto fishing device, baby buggy, biscuit cutter, blood plasma bag, clothes dryer, curtain rod support, a doorknob, a doorstop, an egg beater, electronic lamp bulb, elevator, the eye protector. I'm just naming some most important ones. The gas mask, the guitar, the hairbrush, hand stamp, ice cream scoop, insect destroyer gun, lock, peanut butter, stethoscope, all right, phone transmitter, traffic light. And this lesson is very important and it's very valuable because if we don't teach our history, what our history becomes is their story. We teach our history, our story, and not his story. Let me clear that up. We teaching our story and not his story because he turned our story into his history. Esau is foul, man. That's why I'm going to bring out the first scripture I'm going to bring out. This is Job, of course. This is Job 9:24. It said that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Because if you ask the average black person, especially a black person, a so-called black person, even any other 12 tribes, but a so-called black person, you know what they'll say, man? You ask them, whoever created any, they'll name a white man. Or they'll be thinking, the first thing that'll pop up into their mind is George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and all these other people. Not George Washington Carver, not Benjamin Banneker, just some old cracker will pop up in their head. And it's because of this scripture right here. Every chance the white man gets, and he is the wicked. It said, I'm going to read it again. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's why his face is on the money. That's why in every country, he has a military base, man. Damn near every country on the planet of the earth, he has an occupation, a military base. There's nobody but the so-called white man. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. And he did that back in the day with his Renaissance art in the 1500s, making white Jews, white Jesus via the Cesare Borgia, his father Rodrigo Borgia, guys like that, so forth and so on. But now in these latter times, these last couple hundred years, he's covered our faces. Because we poor, man. We don't reap the benefits of none of this stuff. But we made it, and you would never think that. There's people 30, 40 years old who think the white man created this. These things, all right? If not, where and who is he? Who else doing it? The Chinese man ain't doing it, even though he's a heathen too. The Arabs are straight heathen. But they ain't doing this. The Africans, which we are not, black people are not Africans, we are Hebrew Israelites from the tribes of Benjamin, Judah, and Levi. All right? The Africans ain't doing this, though. The Japanese ain't doing it. Ain't nobody doing it but Esau, man. Esau, Edom. All right? And this is why we don't get the credit. Going pursuing the Job 9-24, and I'm gonna get the other part of the scripture, or the other side to it. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart. This is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword of destruction. Cause we got to depart from the philosophies of this damn heathen, man, this devil. In these ways of life that we have been accustomed to practice via the so-called white man, and we actually think this is our rest. And ultimately, hopefully we be delivered out of them chairs, or delivered from them UFOs, man, and the Most High get us out this hell, man. But this is not our rest. That's the point. The point is this is not our fucking rest, man. You might get a couple $100, couple $1,000. Your girlfriend might be acting right for about 2 months. Then hell coming, man. You done broke your foot. Your fucking car broke. You goddamn, you don't even feel like fucking anything, man. You get them afflictions, man, in the body, and you'll get them vexations, man, because ultimately this is not our rest. That's going back to the black inventors thing. We made all this, man. The scriptures say that Jacob is the form of all things, man. The rod of the Most High's inheritance. Let me go into the second scripture, or the third scripture I'm going to bring out. It's one of my favorites, man. This is Matthew 5:13. It says, ye are, Matthew 5:13, ye are the salt of the earth, but if the salt lost its Savior, wherein shall it be salted? It is then thenceforth good for nothing, but to be trodden down and cast out, and to be trodden underfoot of men. And that's ultimately, what happens when you don't do the work and salt the earth with, with the Spirit, man, waking up the elect. But at the same time, it expresses that we are the salt of the earth, man. It wouldn't be no music. It wouldn't be no music industry without Israelites. It wouldn't be no genres of music: rap, R&B, soul, reggae, salsa. You name it, man. They come from the 12 tribes of Israel: neo soul, jazz, the blues. It wouldn't be none of that. It wouldn't be no fucking basketball, man. Would nobody be watching it no more. You get 10 Edomites on this side, 10 Edomites on that side. You ain't gonna see no great Hall of Fame ass dunk. I don't even like sports. I don't like sports. I don't watch them. I don't know how to play them. But I'll watch a damn dunk contest, because it's just that amazing, to see a man do feats like this. It wouldn't be no arenas. It wouldn't be none of that, man. All right? Because we are the salt of the earth. Okay? But we labored, we created all those things, man. And the so-called white man took credit for it. Why? Because he's the devil. He knows nothing, man. He knows nothing else but to steal, kill, and destroy, man. That's it. A white man created murder, man. That's what he created. Esau's blessing was the sword. And Esau, Edom, I don't care how you put it, according to the Holy Scriptures, is the so-called white man. Not Japhet. Esau. Edomites. Idumeans. Romans. Grecians. And they ain't did nothing but kill, steal. Matter of fact, let me get the scripture. Let me get the scripture on that. I'm going to show you what white people know how to do. So-called white people. I'm going to get it right here. Off the subject, but on the subject. Because, see, we created all these great things. We built your country, your damn railroad systems off our back. We built your buildings. We built your White House. We took care of your funky-ass kids. We invented this whole country, man. But I'm going to show you what you people invented, man. Let me get it right here, man. This is the book of Maccabees, the first chapter. All right? This is Maccabees 1:1. And it happened after that Alexander, the son of Philip, the Macedonian, came out of the land of Chittim, and smitten Darius, the king of the Persians and the Medes, and reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. And a white man today will be proud to tell you that they was the Greeks and they was the Romans, and then they can prove it. Hey, the Greeks was Edomites. How about that? The Romans were Edomites. How about that? All right. Okay. And made many wars and won strong. Verse 2. First Maccabees, the first chapter. Fucking afflictions, man. All right. And made many wars and won strongholds and slew the kings of the earth, and went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, so much as the earth was quiet before him, wherewith he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up. He got proud, man. Esau raped, robbed, and murdered the whole earth, and that made him proud, man. But he benefited off their labors, man, especially the so-called black man, especially him. All right? Let me get the point. Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years, then he died, and his servants bare rule every one in his place. Those were his generals. All right? And verse 9, this is the point, the main point. After his death, they put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years. And this is the main point. And evils were multiplied upon the earth. And then they get into the guys, they name them and things like that. You can look into it, you know. But that's the point. Evils were multiplied upon the earth, man. You know, so no matter how much you feel you're going to prosper in this world, look at all these black inventors, man. I guarantee you, man, out of all this list, the air conditioner, the almanac, peanut butter, the gas mask, the traffic light, they sons and daughters, you know, they granddaughters, grandsons and granddaughters probably on fucking public aid, man. You goddamn devils, man. Because of Esau. That's why. Then you got these coons, right? These coons, especially a black woman. You got these coons that make a joke like, it's 2000 so-and-so, you still blaming it on the white man. Hell yeah, but hey, the most I blamed it on the white man. There's no righteous bone found in their body, man. Not one, man. He's perfect in wickedness. Excellent in wickedness. So the reason you in the ghetto is because of the white man. The reason you on public aid is because of the so-called white man. The reason your woman leaving you and you got to pay alimony and child support, which is abominable as hell, is because of the so-called white man. Because he raped, robbed, and murdered and stole the ideas of your forefathers. And if you niggas want to refute that, hey, you take that up with the Lord, man. This is prophecy. But out of all that, you know, I want to end it with this scripture. Because we speaking on the labors of our forefathers, on the earthly value, but like I said, if we don't teach our story, it'll turn into his story. All right? So we got to teach lessons about black inventors, things like that. You niggas ain't going to do it. Lil Wayne ain't going to do it. The fucking coon, coward. Don King ain't going to do it. All right? That's the last scripture, because this is what we labor for, and this is what we do. We didn't invent it, but it was something that the Lord gave it to us, because we the only ones that can do it. All right? This is John 6:27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life. You know, so our forefathers, you know, they labored for meat that perisheth. Like those inventions, like building this kingdom, so forth and so on. But we building up a spiritual kingdom right now and working for a spiritual meat right now. Okay? Verse 27. All right. Yeah. Labor not, St. John 6:27. Labor not for the meat which perisheth, but for that meat which endured unto everlasting life. which the Son of Man shall give unto you for him that hath come. And that's when we get the kingdom. Which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him hath the Father sealed. Because he sat at the right hand of the Father, man, and he's in his seat right now, you know. He came here, he suffered, he was sealed up, man. He endured to the end. He worked for the that everlasting foundation, man. That rulership, man. He did the work. But yeah, man, that just sums up our black inventors, because this is what we really working for, man. This is that great invention we working on to perfect, our craft. But our forefathers, man, I say it all the time, man. These crackers, man, they reap the benefits of slavery, and we still wear the scars, man. Cause we've been robbed, man, of all our things, man. And hey, that's why Esau got to pay, man. Double slavery, man. It's a saying amongst us and knowing, man, that Esau ain't gonna have to worry about unemployment. He's gonna constantly be employed in the kingdom of heaven. Thus says the Holy Bible. But with that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And I want to say salutations, man, peace and love to you, Akim, in truth, not in truth, that teach the gospel in sincerity and truth. The bitter and the sweet. I want to say shalom. Hopefully you was edified.